What is up, folks? Briston Gaming. We are back in 7 Days to Die, showing off 5 more awesome server-side mods. These mods are guaranteed to make any multiplayer gameplay you guys have ultra fun, and they're fun to have in single player as well. You don't have to just have these on a server. Play with them by yourself. You're going to have a ton of fun. I can guarantee it. So the first mod is called Items Extra by KD the Hun, and what this mod does is it gives us a awesome little drink launcher here, a skull hammer, a stop sign axe, a stop sign swatter, a parking meter bat, a little trader block to be able to spawn a bandit trader, and then some rounds to go with our little drink launcher here. So the drink launcher can launch a beer round, a coffee round, or a mega crush. And the cool thing is it doesn't really do any block damage at all. See? No block damage. It's just the effects of the drinks. So the beer round for the drink launcher, upon impact, will aerosolize the drink within a 6 to 7 meter radius, giving the beer effect to everyone within range. This also includes the double vision. So this is kind of fun because if you're playing with your friends, you want to troll them a little bit. They start getting swamped. You bust this out. You shoot them with a beer around. They got zombies all around them. Now they can't see what they're doing. Or if you're playing in PvP, this will let you get a drop on people, get blurry vision. Hey, you might get some lucky shots. And then the coffee round does the exact same thing, gives the effects of coffee to everyone in the round, and the same as the Mega Crush. So this is just purely just fun to play around with friends. Like, we're just going to go ahead and launch a beer round there. And you see, now we have the whole little buzz thing going on. But if we swap to the Mega Crush, go ahead and launch the Mega Crush. Now we've got the increased run speed from the Mega Crush, the stand boost, and everything like that. So, you know, that's why this is just a very, very fun mod to play around with friends and stuff like that, just to troll. Or if you're being chased by zombies in single player, like, oh crap, you can bust this out, shoot a little Mega Crush there in front of you, and run away. Or, you know, shoot a beer. I say shoot a beer instead of drink because the animations for drink can take a little long, but this is just, you know, launch it forward, run into it, and then you get the benefit of the beer. But then we've got the cow hammer here, so I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to go F5 so you guys can see what it looks like. Look at how cool that looks. And then I'm going to hit P and then this so we can kind of circle around a little bit, but we still have go God mode just to take off the effects. Look at that. Look at how cool that looks. Isn't that neat looking? And the description for it's pretty cool too. So if we look at the description, it says the skull hammer is a great hammer with the skull of a now extinct bovine and some black market devices. Hitting your enemies with this may electrocute them. This is far superior to any sledgehammer you will come across. And it's a fun little tool to have. Like, it really is. I absolutely love this little hammer. But not just that, we have our little stop sign swatter or stop sign axe. Here's the stop sign swatter. See how it's facing differently than the axe itself. The axe itself is actually facing, you know, blade on, what would be blade on. We can come up here and we can go smacky, smacky, clack-a-placky. And then here's the parking club meter, which is just funny. I just love that. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to place down a... Oop, sorry. It's like, why did that not work? So this should be spawning in. There it is. There's the trader. So you can actually spawn these in. And this is really cool too if you're playing on a server. So if you're the server hoster and you want to set up different traders just randomly around the world, this is really fun because you can set these up and then people are like, what the hell is this? Oh, there's a trader there. And they can find jobs. They can look at inventory and stuff. They can buy, sell, things like that. And that's why this is just really fun because you see these are all just different things that are from different different mods, stuff like that. I hear a zombie.
You can try looting.
There's the zombie. I'm gonna bean you in the face with a parking. Blam. We're gonna beat a chicken to death with a parking meter. Ooh, no, we're gonna hit him with a stop sign swatter. Hi-ya! Hi-ya! Hey, get back here. Hey. I said hi-ya. That means you die. Hi-ya! Aha! We gotta get out of the radiation zone. That's another mod I'm going to be showing off before long. I've been playing with it. You guys are going to love it. I can guarantee it. I know you will. But that's why this KD the Hun's extra stuff is super fun, because the little things that it adds, you guys are just going to have a ton of fun with. And if you're playing on a server, the traders especially, you guys can have a ton of fun with by just popping them down randomly around the world. I did that on my server with my friends. We actually just kind of play on a little local game, but I went through and I seeded random spots around the world with these little bandit traders. And when my friends found them, they were like, holy crap, what the hell is this trader doing here? Just randomly out in the middle of the world. And, you know, it was kind of fun because they could buy stuff, they could sell stuff. And it was especially good, you know, if you're on a long looting spree, sell junk, you know, you have some fun with it. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next mod. All right, folks, so this next mod is the Craftable Decor with Extras by KD the Hun. And this is just another little fun mod that gives a bunch of different little variants here, or, variant helper blocks that we're actually going to take this out of our inventory real quick. We'll bring these down, and I'm going to show you guys that these are used for different kinds of decorations. So if you've got like a house here that, you know, in dire need of some remodeling, some refurbishing, well, we've got some different stuff here. So we can go to the shapes. Let's say, you know, we want to put a hay bale. Why do I feel like this side should be facing the road? Why is this thing built weird? So we're going to put some like hay here in the backyard, or what really should be the backyard, because, you know, say you've got like, I don't know, something that eats hay. And then we've got this other little helper block here, so we can hang down some little stalactites, some little resource boulders. Or we've got this little body bag one here, just to be like, hey, you know, we've got the hay here because we're trying to, you know, we're going to bury some bodies. And then we've got little paintings here, so you can pick different kinds of paintings. So, you know, we want to run back inside real quick. We're going to put up a painting here. Get over here. Oh, mother. I miss you dearly. This is just a fun little deco mod that is, again, server side, because all of these things are just found, you know, within the game. So it's neat like that, because it gives you the little helper blocks that you can actually craft while you're in your inventory. So if we just come in here and we craft variant, you can see all the different stuff that we actually have the ability to craft as we go through. So you can craft the different doors, you know, desks, tables, stuff like that. There's lights that we can craft. So you've got all these different lights and stuff. You've got different, come on, there we go. So you've got all these different little, the hell is this thing called? The utensil, it's a shop storage, but it's actually like utility stuff, because you can do the wood burning stove. And this actually lets you, if you've got a jar, you can actually take and fill up a jar at a sink. Did the zombies disappear? I know I heard a zombie here somewhere. Hello? Oh, nope, there you are. Hey, buddy. Oh, I didn't kill you. No, I did. Yeah, jerk pants. But it's a fun little deco mod. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it, just because it lets you do some fun stuff with just in-game assets. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next mod. Alright folks, so this next mod is the Sous Chef of the Apocalypse by Dofungus, and this is an amazing mod that I covered back in Alpha 19 that I think you guys are going to enjoy as well here, as just an awesome server-side or single-player mod, because it adds in a ton of food stuff. And when I say a ton of food stuff, I mean a ton of food stuff. So it adds in 4 new cookbooks, 20 new schematics, and something like 50 or 60 food items. Like, just, this is not even everything that this thing adds in. I just spawned in a bunch of stuff so you guys can see that there's still a lot that is part of this mod that I'm not showing you now. So you've got these different schematics here, or this different cookbook here, that adds in a bunch of different stuff. And it's super cool. Like this one here says, Milk and its Discontents Cookbook. A very stuffy and long-winded book providing an in-depth analysis of how to process raw milk into things related to milk. Looks like a colorful pictures in the middle of all you have to learn. Or Everything Can Be Separated Cookbook, an entire recipe book on how to make simple extracts from common foods found around the house, with a jovial introduction on how divorce helped the author learn how to craft anything in the book. Like this is a really good mod that adds in a ton of food stuff, and you can find these moldy things as you're out and about looting and stuff. And you see, they're not exactly the best to have, but if you're starving and you need something to eat, you can eat these, or you can go to recipes and craft them into meat scraps. We'll craft this into meat scraps real quick, and then we'll go to the skills screen so you can see. So there's a whole new cooking thing after, here it is. It's under this one. So Sous Chef of the Apocalypse, you can actually learn how to craft the different stuff with this, as well as through the cookbooks or through the schematics you find out in the wild. So you see, like this first day unlocks the basic recipes such as buttered toast, sauteed mushrooms, hardtack beef jerky, and toasted seeds. And then the next one is pemmican, boiled sweetbread, bone marrow, and then it just continues to go from there. But these food things are actually quite good. So we come back into our inventory real quick. So we've got this au jus here that comes from making these the meat scraps. So we go to recipes. You get the au jus stuff, and you can actually make this the however the hell you pronounce that. But it gives food, health, and some water, which that's actually not terrible. If we look at the requirements for this, it's just meat scraps and water. So it's actually, pretty decent in terms of the health that it gives. Okay-ish amount of food and water, which, could be better, but it's still not terrible. You have a sandwich here. You have the actual au jus sauce that you can make. Like, there's so much with this mod that it adds in food-wise on both single player and server that you guys are just going to absolutely love it. This mod has been a staple of every time I play the game. This is at least guaranteed one mod I'm going to have when I'm playing with friends and stuff like that, just because of the variety that it lets you have for food and things like that. And plus, it's always fun to hear my friends go, "God damn it, I found moldy stuff while I was out looting." Like, I love that. Like, it's just music to my ears to listen to those guys suffer a little bit. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next mod. Alright folks, so this next mod is the super fun H's Special Things by H. Ingrams, or His Ingrams, I don't know how to pronounce it, it's just a bunch of consonants. But it's a fun mod that I covered back in Alpha 19 that's, ready for Alpha 20, and it's just really fun because it adds in a bunch of goofy stuff. Now, I've got a bunch of stuff here in my inventory, but the best thing that this mod adds in is these invulnerable blocks here. So if you're a server hoster or you're playing with friends and stuff like that and you want to do goofy stuff, this is definitely a mod to have, because you can have down an invulnerable block base that as these blocks degrade, they just come right back up. So by the time they hit 0, they're back to full. You have a special forge or workbench that, again, it's the same way. You have a trader here, all these little special tools that they're not super duper breaking in terms of, what they can do. Like the melee damage on the hammer is kind of on par, or the stone axe is kind of on par with literally everything else. The special nail gun just repairs super duper fast. The paint tool, limitless paint. The cigar just gives a little bit better strength for bartering, or extra strength point, better bartering, the perception, stuff like. These are all kind of stuff that's on par with most higher or late in-game stuff. But the drink here, this brew, gives the stamina regen, brawling damage. It's basically a hopped up beer, like a better beer. And then you've got the hunger stuff here, the stews that are really, really good. And this painkiller is like the best medicine because it cures everything, 100%. You've got a torch that just, really good lighting source. Same with the flashlight. You have a fire axe that does good block damage, gives good resource amounts. You've got a turret here that doesn't run out of ammunition. So if we just sit here, we can pretty much do this forever. Doesn't run out, which is just kind of fun, kind of nice, especially if you want to set up something like this for a person as like, hey, you get one of these turrets to guard your base because it's never going to run out of ammo. And we can go ahead and spawn in just a bunch of lumberjacks. And you see the damage isn't ultra high in any fashion. It can take them down, but it's not ultra high. So it can easily get you killed if you're cocky with it. But this mod also does add in a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'm actually going to go over here to the website and look at what this mod adds. So you've got, I think, like 12 or 13 different little folders that are inside this. So the special things basics gives you the special forge and workbench, invulnerable materials, and the special steel axe. And then the 01 extras gives a claw hammer and nail gun and a paint tool, which, I've got here to show you guys off. And then you've got an O2 apparel, which gives the cigar, the shades, the mining helmet, and the rocket shoes and boots, which are these here. And the rocket shoes are kind of cool because if you've got the rocket shoes, you could walk like normal, but then when you hit shift like this, you actually go ultra fast. Look at how fast we're running. Whoa! And you don't run out of stamina. So this is kind of fun too. And then the boots are actually really cool as well. So if we put the boots on, you walk fast, but then you run even faster. But watch what happens when we jump. Did you guys see that? Watch. Wee-hoo! Yeah, we got some mad ups. Jordan ain't got nothing on us now. Yeah. I love that, being able to switch directions in midair like that. It's just super fun. And then it comes with a little bicycle here as well in the vehicles one, I think. If we go look at the storage for the bicycle, you see how huge it is? And then we get on and pedal. It's about on par speed-wise with the 4x4. But it doesn't use gas. It's, powered by the person. But you don't use stamina when you use it, so it's actually really fun. I've actually played with this on my server, and I gave each of my friends one of those, and that's the only thing that they get at the start. They don't get anything else other than a bicycle. That's it. They don't get water, they don't get food, they don't get anything. They get a bicycle, and that's it. So everything else they get, they got to find, craft on their own. I heard a zombie somewhere. We're just going to go ahead and throw that down in case a zombie wants to come on by and mess with us. So let's go back to the website so I can show you guys. So yeah, so the special things melee adds in a torch, a flashlight, the fire axe, and the javelin. And then there's a ranged one that adds in the bow, the crossbow, the special arrows and crossbow bolts, and then the junk turret. And then there's the blocks that adds in invulnerable still shapes, glass block, ramp, plate, pillar, and invulnerable storage, which I don't have down here. But if we come into the creative menu, you can see there's all these different stuff. So you've got the invulnerable storage, doors, drawbridges, hatches, the invulnerable materials down here. There's just so much that this thing adds. So there's the special trader. We'll actually go ahead and put her down so you guys can see. It should be a gen popping up here in a second. There we go. Talk to the special trader. So may I see your inventory? Just sells basically everything you could want. And she, you can do the options. Yeah.
Are you leaving so soon? I was hoping we could hang out a while.
Oh, there's a chicken over there. I didn't know what that was. So this is actually really nice to have because you can set one of these up, again, randomly around the world. Hey, why did you stupid turret. Shot Jen. Okay, so back over to the thing. So there's another melee one in this that adds in the machetes, the knuckles, the clubs, and the spears. The ranged E, which adds in the double barrel shotgun, pump shotgun, auto shotgun, basically all the other stuff. There's armor, which is just a special tank top, but it got removed out, so there's really nothing here, so you don't really have to have it. There's a UI, which shows different stuff. There's a hand-to-hand combat one, which was my inspiration to go in and tweak the XML to make the hand a little bit better. So on his, it's a lot stronger than how I've got mine. So his is basically turning you into One Punch Man. Mine, you actually still have to hit zombies a couple times if you don't get a good headshot. But it makes it to where you can actually harvest a lot more or do stuff with your hand. I like it just because I think it's fun to just be able to punch the living piss out of a zombie in the face. So I went through and I tweaked the XML in the main game to make, when I punch, do a little bit more damage. And I just copied basically kind of what he did, but I tweaked the values down a little bit. I say he, I don't know if it's a he or not, but I apologize if it isn't. But there's just a lot of fun stuff that this adds. And the very last one is a not suitable for work one where it takes the tops off of all the female zombies. So if you're one of those thirsty individuals and you like seeing some boobas, well, here you go. This is just a fun mod. I really think you guys are going to enjoy it. I like having some of the goofy stuff when I'm playing with my friends. Like, I like giving everyone the bicycle and having one of these turrets set up at just like, you know, what they consider like their home base, and that's all they get. Or that, you know, they could find another sledge or something while they're out and about, but they get one of these to cover their base, and that's it. It's locked in. Once they put it down, it can't be moved. You know, that's a strict rule. I go around and I'll find it, like, oh, hey, you know, you took it. Sorry, you get your character reset and you get all your stuff deleted. That's just kind of how I play sometimes. But this is, again, a fun mod. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next mod. All right, folks. So the pièce de résistance of this show is the super awesome, still very much fun and viable Trader Network by Furious Ramsey. Now, the base part of this mod, the Trader Network, has not been upgraded in a long time. It is still kind of part of the whole the Rebirth series, or the Rebirth mod, I should say. But the actual just Trader Network itself, basic, you know, normal everyday mod, has not been upgraded, or updated, I should say, since December, I want to say, give or take. But it is still a fun mod to play with. You just can't have it interacting with a whole hell of a lot of other mods. Now, there's too many zombies around here. I can't show you guys what this mod is all about, so we're just going to say kill all. So there we go. So this mod is all about increasing trader interaction and stuff like that. So you can do different stuff through the traders, different kinds of quests, spawn different kinds of traders in throughout the gameplay session. It adds in a whole bunch of new creatures, NPCs, and stuff like that. So it really just takes and increases the vanilla gameplay by a factor of like 1,000. It is just a very fun mod that when Furious Ramsey decided to come up with the Rebirth, he wrapped this all together, and Rebirth is still going strong, getting constantly updated, but the Trader Network as an XML mod is still very fun to have on a server. You just, you know, again, like I said, you can't have a whole hell of a lot of mods interacting with it. So one thing that it does add in is it adds in a protect quest here, which should spawn in an NPC somewhere. Yeah, Trader Network citizen. Here we go. So we gotta have to protect that citizen or citizens from these guys. Hey, go away. Go away. Die. Go away. No, you can't hurt the citizens. No. No. No, you can't hurt the citizens. No. No. I said no. Don't worry, citizen. I got you. I got you. Hiya! What do we need to craft? A bandit gravestone, some dusters. Loot these. Loot some dusters. Are you okay over here, tweaky chick? Kind of tweaking. So we're going to craft a gravestone real quick, and then we're going to place it down. Payika-chikow. So now we go back and talk to the trader, and we should be done. Can't talk to that chick, but I don't have the quest marker saying go talk to the trader. It could be a bug. But this is still a very fun mod. I really love this. It adds in just a lot of stuff that can be just really entertaining for you guys in terms of the creatures it spawns in. Like you saw, the Black Shield guys, the quests, the protects, the escort stuff. Like there's all kinds of things that you guys are really going to love about this mod if you're one of those ones that really like to do questing and stuff like that. And with this being XML, purely XML, there's just a ton of freedom with this to have it on a server or, again, play by yourself. That's what all of these mods are for. This entire series is just to show, hey, this mod is fun on a server, or it's fun by itself. And I really think you guys are going to dig it. I hope you guys check out all of these mods. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you had fun. If you liked the episode, go ahead and leave a like. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and ring that notification bell because it does help out the channel. And you guys will get notified when we post new content. If you didn't like the episode, leave a dislike and leave a comment and tell us what we can do better because we're always looking for ways to improve. But have fun, folks. Take it easy, and we'll see you next time.